Yeah, I'm sure.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Should
Welcome back, Thursday Warriors. Holy shit, we made it through the freaking fourth quarter. Like,
we did
Christmas was crazy.
by the skin of our teeth.
Hold on one second. There we go. Sorry. I always forget that the live stream like has its audio on.
Uh,
So I'm like, oh, god damn it, I keep hearing myself. Sorry. So, yeah, it's rough. So, yeah. So, huh. Why is the chat being weird? Anyway, hey, if you guys want to say anything to us, kick it in the chat. We will talk. We will
we'll do our
do all
best.
kinds of stuff. It'll be awesome sauce. Um, we're we're gonna kick the dust off today and the rust and all the
Yeah.
other things you can kick off.
Because we took a
Um,
longer hiatus than most podcasts have. And boy, did we kind of missed a lot, to be fair. A lot happened
ah,
in in that last month. Was it CCG scandal was big.
well, I didn't even hear about that.
Uh Apparently people are now popping the top of them,
Yeah.
pulling them out, and then putting uh another label back in for
Oh.
Mark Jewelers stuff. Because the Mark Jewelers is worth
Hmm.
more than a regular newsstand or
Right.
direct. So apparently they found 300 of these. Now
Hmm.
I'm hoping they take this individual to court. He
I
gets
imagine they will.
all prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And to everybody who got conned, heartfelt out to you, because nobody likes to deal with that. It's a
It
black
does suck.
mark. Uh,
Yeah, that's a bummer.
poor Jonathan Majors. Well, I shouldn't say
Not, I
poor.
was like, whoa, 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 sir.
Shouldn't say poor.
You
Uh,
you make that bed, you lie in it, sir.
it's not poor. It's mistakes that you
Mistakes were
do
made.
made,
Yeah.
and now he's dealing with it. But unfortunately, his actions are consequences for Disney, us
Yeah.
as fans. Screw, like, as if the MCU is not bad enough. Now they got to scramble and figure out how to deal with what they can. So, and that was
Eh,
all. That was
eh.
all in December.
Oh no, you missed Aquaman 2 coming out and then immediately going to Netflix. Like
Already.
it's already on Netflix, I believe. Let
I
me
know the first one's
hold
on
on.
there
Hold on. No, I'm pretty sure they already put it on there. I will double check. Um,
because I saw the first one popped up on there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
no, I'm pretty positive the other one's already on there, or it's like very, very soon. Like it's in like the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because they were there was talks about how it's gonna just go straight to it. All right, hold on. Aquaman. Right. Okay, so regular Aquaman is on there. Let me see. Not Lost Kingdom. Lost Kingdom. Uh Not yet. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna find this. Like this is ridiculous. So first off, I saw the movie. It was very good. Like if you like the first one, you're gonna like the second one. So you might as well go see it while you can. Um it is still in theaters. Uh
For those who
God
are
damn it.
watching my face, like grinning like a fiend, we added a new member of the family, so I might as well introduce you though while John's searching Netflix. This is Ember. She's a pitty. We rescued her from the mean streets of McKeesport.
Rough.
So, yeah. Apparently, she was
Um
tied up in an abandoned burned down building.
That sucks.
Yeah. Which we're so happy to have her because she is very docile. She is very friendly, but boy, is she attached to the hip. So she may make several appearances this year in the podcast. Just so you know, 2024 will be the year of the pity.
There you go. God damn it. It is coming soon, but I cannot find the date. God damn it. I know it's coming soon. It's coming to Netflix like real soon.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, like it was some kind of crazy like it's like a streaming record of how fast it's gonna flip. Oh no. It says per Collider, the film is set to start streaming on Netflix January 1st. But I didn't see it on there.
I was gonna say I saw the Aquaman, the first one on there, because I think it's ranked number one on Netflix, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw that pop up and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, regular Aquaman's on there. Maybe they were confused.
That might be it. I bet you any
Maybe.
money that they probably like, oh, it's the first one, not the new one that's just in the theaters now.
Right.
That's a record. That would be a record there because isn't it only like it's only the second week, right? Or third week.
Third week.
It's hard to tell.
Came out on Christmas. It came out the couple days before Christmas.
So this is week 3.
So this is week 3. Like today is week 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
it was like I said though, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Marvin and Grant in the chat. What's up, guys?
Yeah. Like I said, I liked What If. I know that wasn't your cup of tea, but I thought
I'll be honest,
solid.
like I heard good things, but most of it for me is the animation. I don't like that animation style.
I totally understand that.
I just don't. It's not enjoyable for me. That's why.
Yeah.
So, but
either
more you like it, more power to you. It's awesome. So
either you want it live action or you want it like actual animation, not the
right.
That it's almost like a half and half where it's like
right.
It's real, but it's you know
that cell shading is
real.
weird.
So. Yeah, I get it.
So another thing that's coming up again. First time this year, cosplay karaoke next Wednesday, Hard Rock Cafe, 7:00.
Yep.
Nostalgia is the theme. For the first time ever, Josiah and I will be, or Jeremiah.
Josiah.
Good Lord. Let me have some more coffee.
Is that a hint? Is he going to come out in an Amish outfit this year?
No. Jeremiah and I will be playing actual instruments to open the show. Yeah.
Ooh,
so
nice.
We'll be doing a nostalgic take on a nostalgic song for a band that we're nostalgic for, that they were nostalgic for. So it's a cover of a cover. So it's like a multi-generational cover. Like the original song came out in like the 60s.
Okay.
So yeah. So it'll be kind of cool. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Sarah Spector is going to be there. She's going to be one of our judges. I am trying to confirm the other judges now. Although Justin may end up being one if he's there. But whatever. Anyway,
I told you I will be there. I will be there. I've actually missed the last couple, and I kind of feel lost when I don't come with you.
Yeah.
To these.
Well, so. I'm glad you added with these to there because you left it on a very. I was like, wait a minute. Let's not talk about our con trips together.
Hey.
Moving on. So, other than that, we don't really have anything else going on in January. The first Saturday of February, though, is the Cranberry anniversary sale. So make sure you guys check that out. Um, it's gonna be a good time. Bunch of sales. Also, we have some guests for the show. If you guys haven't checked out our guest list, I've updated it today with as like 99% of all the vendors and artists and stuff that have confirmed. There are a couple that we're gonna announce next week, because we have a pretty big announcement next week of two guests that are going to be premiering a book at our show. And that's a big deal for me. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna send out that announcement next week. So I mean, it's gonna be like a all waves announcement. Your NDC email is gonna give it to you. Your Three Rivers email is gonna give it to you. Through this Three Rivers social media, the NDC, so the main NDC non-store specific social media, and then we will probably also talk about it on here as well next Thursday. So yeah. Also, just so you guys know, I think it starts in February soon. We're going to be starting the show just a few minutes late. My wife, who works from home on Thursdays, is going to be working till 8 for a couple weeks, and her office is literally next door, so I can't be talking while she's in there on the phone with people, nor should I really be listening into anything they do. So I don't. I stay downstairs. I figured out how to remote play my PlayStation through my computer down there. So
Nice. There you go.
yeah,
Do what
man.
you have to do.
Right, exactly. It's gonna
Well,
make cons so much better for me.
might as well get on the subject of what did you get for Christmas?
I'll be
Okay.
honest, I got clothes, and I got a freezer chest, which is mostly what I wanted, and I got a whole bunch of like snacks. Like I got a bunch of different popcorns, cookies, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
I did not get anything super cool. I did lose one of my puppies, which kind of negated Christmas for me.
yeah.
I've told you this story, but I'll tell everybody this story. So Lola, my 17-year-old Boston Terrier, passed away on the couch beside me after we finished watching the Barbie movie. So I am blaming the Barbie movie for sucking that bad. Um, you suck so bad you killed my dog. Um,
Oh,
no,
is
it
it
didn't suck.
is
It
that
didn't suck
is
that.
that a legal way you could do that? Like
It,
distress, sue
it
for
didn't.
distress.
It didn't suck that bad. But I was not a fan of the movie. I didn't think it was that good. Some people liked it. More power to you. Cool. I'm just not a fan. I mostly just don't like Margot Robbie. Like I just don't. I'm not a big fan of hers. I didn't even like her as Harley. So, which, whatever.
Okay.
Give me shit for whatever. I don't care.
It's totally understandable. I was gonna say I think what I got for Christmas was the kids got me like the cool stuff. The wife was more, here, we're gonna buy normal house stuff, but the kids found me they found me the old 90s
Ooh,
model minus the glue and the paint. I totally forgot that they were so cheap they didn't give you the paint or the glue for
correct.
these. So I'm just gonna leave it in the box.
I don't know many model kits
Yeah.
that came with glue ever. Do they do that now?
Uh I know like a lot of the cars do. Like they
I
come out like little like the sampler glue. Not like a
uh
full tube,
I was gonna
like
say,
a
like,
sampler type thing.
back in the day when I was actually making models, which by the way I made a Starship or a USS Enterprise at one point. Um, I never it never came with glue. I always had to go buy it, and then I had to paint everything, and that was the part that I hated, was painting everything, because
Yeah.
I I basically wanted to just spray it. So what else did you get? Show us
Ah,
the goods.
good. Well, this one was like this was the last purchase of 2023 for me. Uh I found this. It is Death Talks About Life 9/8,
Oh,
which is, for those who don't know, this is the singular issue that Neil Gaiman made for about AIDS.
yep.
And I thought that was really cool. So I was like, oh, because usually the promotional stuff gets torn up. And at a 9.8, this thing is seamless, especially for a Vertigo, DC Vertigo book. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Someone
So,
probably found a case of them still sealed and just
yeah.
sent them all out.
Hey, I'm grateful because I'm kind of a sucker for those promos
So
with
good.
life lesson stuff. Ow, girl. She wants under my legs.
Yeah, yeah. I know how that feels. I'm waiting for mine to come up and jump up behind me, but they have another 2 hours before mom goes to bed, so
I know, I know. I'm gonna have to get you a bed. That's what's
yeah.
gonna end up happening. I get you a
I
bed.
have one from my dogs right here,
I think
literally
she's
beside
probably
me.
too big. She might be too big.
No, no. You have to get like a medium sized bed. You can't get like a tiny pillow sized bed.
No, no,
You
no.
have to get like, yeah. I don't know if it'll fit under your desk though.
No. I have that. I have a table, like an IKEA table that she could probably get on it because she'll curl in a ball.
Hmm.
My
Oh
wife
yeah, but
calls
it's
it.
IKEA. It'll probably break. Don't do
No,
that.
it's
So,
solid. I've had it for a while, so it's cool. But
so.
she curls up like a freaking Pokemon, and she goes from medium slash large to medium small. She just
Hmm.
shrinks herself down. And we're like, well, how do you do that? And she just kind of looks up at you with his eyes like,
Hmm. Oh, I'm aware. I get those from my dogs.
yeah.
So, all right. Uh, anything else? Yeah, anything else good for Christmas?
Uh, not really. Like money, but
Yeah,
that's pay stuff off and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's about it. Grown up problems,
That's those are exactly my problems because I'm like, damn it, I had to get new brakes and rotors like last month, and then I'm like, later this month I got to get my car inspected, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So
Yeah.
luckily my credit limit is very high and I have a good credit score.
Yeah.
So by the end of the year I might have it paid off. Who
Yeah.
knows? So
Totally
anyway,
understandable.
all right, let's talk new books and then we're going to show people. Actually, let me show you guys where you can find new books on our store website so that you can order them if you ever decide you want to order books. Um, hold on. I got to get back to the website to be correct. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
There we
baby.
go. Where's my share button? There it is. Ba-bam! So, right here at ndcomics.com, you go up to this little button here that says stores. And today we are going to scroll down because you can see all of them. We're going to go down to the bottom and see Ohio Valley and St. Clairsville. Also, just underneath them, we have like some discount graphic novels, both of our eBays, our spread shop, and our Amazon store. The Amazon store in which Justin runs.
Yep.
So, okay, so we're gonna go to Ohio Valley. You just click on Ohio Valley, and it brings you right to the new releases this week tab, which is pretty sweet. Because like you can look at literally everything that came out this week, and this gets updated um every every time a new invoice gets loaded, it'll switch. So there's some cool stuff that came out this week that we're not going to talk about. Books like Basic Instinct. If you like um Batman. I like this variant. Also check it out. You see the variants too, which is cool. That thing looks sick as hell as a variant. That the foil one, the bat symbol one, it's
Yeah.
foil and it looks awesome.
Huh.
There's a new Planet of the Apes. You just hit load more, brings you more. We're just gonna scroll through here and just point out some other cool shit. There's an awesome Jim Rugg Captain America Wolverine variant. Um, all the stores should have that. So if you were checking that out, if you haven't gotten to check out the new Conan from Titan with the Jay Lee covers, there it is. Let's see. Doctor Strange. I love this Fall of House of X Archer Magic variant, by the way. I actually like the Kitty Pryde. I think that's Kitty, right?
Yes, that's Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
even
it's
like
her.
Kitty Pryde as a character, but she looks awesome as Shinobi. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's her like new persona thing going on with it.
Okay. I like this Fire and Ice, the Fire and Ice like pillow fight cover. I think
I
that's
like
kind of
love that
cool.
Galactus cover. That looks
Oh
sweet.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Hildebrandt. The Kid Venom's pretty sweet. Some of the stores got the secret variant, by the way. I will not tell you which
Ooh.
one. You have to go and find it because it's a secret. I don't know if any of it left,
Hint,
but
hint. It's the waterfront.
actually, I don't know if they still have theirs.
Oh,
But I know that multiple stores got it.
okay.
So
I don't
yeah,
think the Mills got it. I'll tell you that much.
okay. Uh, Spider-Man number one, or yeah, Spider-Man 2099 number one. I love this Wolverine variant of it.
Yeah, that was it. The homage to Todd McFarlane there.
Uh, it's also yeah, it's also an homage to 2099 number one. So uh this so I was like flipping through this and I'm like, Poison Ivy's pregnant? Like what the hell? Like Ranger Academy. I heard that book's been doing pretty good. Uh some Robin Hood stuff, Ribbon Queens, which I read the first cover or first couple issues. It was really good. I love this Silver Surfer Mephisto cover. Look, it's Mephisto. He's real. Sonic, Star Trek Academy, some Star Wars. This book right here, inked by Mark Morales, who's coming to the show. Make sure you guys check it out. I love this Superman 78 one. The kid looking out the window, like the homage to him, the scene in the movie,
Yeah,
where he's like flying out the window. He's like, what the heck?
yeah.
Um,
Old Christopher Reeves classic.
right. I like the Thanos cover too, because I love that version of Hulk where he's like super savagey.
Kind of
Uh
looks like Blanca with the.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I like it. Yeah, yeah. I think that's actually that might be it.
Is it?
Hold on. Wait, there's more. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Vengeance of Moon Knight, which I will give an honorable mention to this week considering I did not read it for the or I read it, but I'm
But
not going to
all
talk
the
about it.
variants are
Oh my god.
beautiful for
The
him, and
Greg
it's.
Capullo one, sexy. The Frank Miller one actually doesn't even look that bad, and
I
that's
was going to say it's the
crazy.
first Frank Miller one that doesn't look like
Right?
bad.
Well, it's
So
because
good
there's
for
no detail to it.
2024. Yeah.
Right? Right. 2024, you're off to a good start. Um, I do like this Wolverine Venom cover too. I think it's cool. Just so you guys know, if you like any of these things, all you have to do is you just click on it. It brings it up. You hit add to cart, and you just check out. Reminder that you have a $10 minimum if you're buying stuff on our online store. So just be aware of that if you are going to do that. So now let's talk real comics. Because this year our resolution is to try to keep this shit to an hour.
Well, we're only
Really?
24. We're only 24 minutes in. We're
I
okay.
know, I know. We got time. We got time. So, all right. My first issue is Duke number one by Josh Williamson, Tom Riley, Jordi Belair. So last time we saw, this is the second or third time we've seen Duke in the new Energon universe. We saw him in a Transformers issue where he was in a jet and the jet flew by Starscream. Starscream transformed. Duke was like, what the hell? And then flew away. So it starts off with him talking to Hawk, and he's like, yeah, this thing happened. This thing happened. And he's like, no. Hawk's like, no, it didn't. We're not talking about this. This isn't a thing. He's like, but you have no idea. This was a giant freaking robot, and he killed a guy. He just it's like squished him in his hands. And then I ran because I didn't want to die. And he's like, it didn't happen. He's like, yes, it fucking did. And he like throws a chair. Um, Fast forward 6 months later, Duke, aka Nomad, I'm calling him Nomad at this point because this is very Steve Rogers quits being Captain America and becomes Nomad type vibe.
Okay.
And he goes to meet these other people who have also seen what they think are aliens, but he knows, like, but they don't, they obviously don't call them Transformers. Um, and he meets this older woman who has designed all these vehicles, and you find out that she worked for the Mars Industries, and Mars Industries is actually Destro's family's um, company. And Duke breaks in to steal like blueprints or something, and he sees all of like the HISS tanks and the choppers and all this stuff, and he thinks that they are the ones who made Starscream. Um, he gets apprehended by the security. They all throw him out. You see Destro as a shadowy figure, but you can tell it's him because he's got that sweet, like Cobra, like cowl, like
The headpiece type thing.
no,
It's like a,
it's
it's
like his
like
collar. It's his collar that
okay,
looks like a Cobra, like the Cobra hood, right?
like the
Um,
old fashioned NFL collars for linebackers, except it's like
yeah,
red.
yeah. It's like he's got a really thick scarf on that's tucked into the front of his shirt. Um,
A way
yeah,
cooler ascot than Fred from Scooby Doo.
indeed. Uh, Duke goes back to the people that, and there's even like an "I Want to Believe" poster. Um, the old lady's like, "Take this thing," and Cobra shows up and they're trying to kill him. He gets out. Hawk rescues him. Or Hawk's like, Hawk shows up and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna need to hunt him down." And like one of his other people are like, "Well, how the hell are you gonna hunt Duke? He's like the best there is." He's like, "You get the best there is to hunt the best there is. So we're gonna get American heroes." So Stalker and Rock and Roll are gonna be tracking him down in the next issue. Um, and then there's like a small preview for Cobra Commander, which looks awesome. I'm real excited for that. Uh, this book, uh, so it's like PTSD Nomad. Um, I'm gonna give this book like a full on 3 scrambled eggs, cheese, green peppers, a little bit of sausage in there. That's all in the eggs. Um, a pound of bacon
Oh,
and 4 pieces of toast and a real piping hot big coffee, black as molasses, because this is like the military book. Like this book, I enjoyed this book more than I enjoyed regular GI Joe. That's not to
huh.
say that's not to say GI Joe was bad. It's this book was a little more was way more focused on one character, as what the GI Joe book was like reintroducing everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why I really liked this. I'm real excited to see where they go with it. So yeah,
I was gonna say that's a good that's a super hearty breakfast for the first one of 2024.
dude, 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 this book just so good, so good. All right,
All right. Was it? This is Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Blood, number 4. I think there's one more after this, and it's done.
mm.
If I'm not mistaken, there's one more book after this is done. Um, it starts out like the typical black, white, red books with the 3 stories. First story is Blade killing a shit ton of the hero zombies, protecting humans. And you see as he's fighting, no girl, you can't look at stitches. Sorry, she's licking her stitches. Um, you see a city in the background as he's fighting, um, and it's covered with this dome, and he describes it as the last bastion city uh, to help humans. You don't know what's going on until the dome opens up and you see Dracula and several of his army join Blade to protect the humans. So basically, in this universe, the humans are taken care of and everything, but they're just food for the vampires. Meanwhile, Blade is doing an inner monologue going, I can't wait for this virus to go away so I can get back to killing some mother effing vampires. Typical Blade. So it starts off with a bang right there. Story 2 is Frank Castle in a laboratory, killing zombies on his way to a signal that he picked up. Runs into an AI of a Dr. Stone who is doing research of the zombie virus. But she came up with not
Is that
only
Elsa, like Elsa Bloodstone?
no, just Dr. Stone.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with monster bloodstone monsters or anything like that. This was just
Okay.
a
Sorry.
random scientist or a
My
random
bad.
doctor with the last name Stone. That's it.
Okay.
And basically she not only she found a cure for the zombie virus, but she also found a way to destroy the zombie virus.
Ooh.
So it's like one or the other. It's either you could cure everybody who was zombified, or you just destroy the virus, killing all the zombies. So Punisher has a moment to think about the morality of either trying to save people, which that goes against the Punisher code for the most part, or just killing everybody. He basically chooses to just kill everybody because he's like, at this point, he's like, the zombies have killed so many people, there is no redemption. And he is basically the last human, he thinks. So it just, you just see him at the end, just kind of taking I guess the retrovirus, so to speak, and he leaves. That story was kind of a dud, not to mention the art was not my taste. Story 3, the virus reaches the Savage Land. You see Kazar and gets infected. He tells Shauna and Zabu to leave him because he could feel the infection. Zabu stays, and of course he infects Zabu because, zombie virus. Shauna finds their son Matthew, and the remaining forces of the Savage Land are fighting zombies. They're like not only zombies people, but zombified dinosaurs. So you're seeing like flying pterodactyls with entrails hanging out of them and stuff like that. It's actually kind of a cool like visual that they put into this story. Shauna fights Kazar and Zabu, kills them both, but not before they infect poor Matthew. And it kind of, it's kind of typical Marvel zombies of, you really don't get that happy ending. You get this sad, somber ending to it. So I'm gonna give this book I'm gonna give them dippy eggs with plain toast, a little bit of butter. Like, I love Marvel Zombies, and I actually love this whole series so far. If it wasn't for story 2, this would be way better. I feel like the art for story 2 was kind of lame. The art for the first story and the third story was much better. And much more original than just more stuff about the Punisher and the zombie virus, because he's been he's been in all of these Marvel Zombies with the Punisher. Like you never saw Blade before in the Marvel Zombie universe. You never saw the Savage Land, so this was kind of a nice little. Oh, cool. Okay, this is kind of cool to see like different areas of the Earth being affected, not just New York City. You know,
Mm.
so
Yeah, that is kind of the cooler part, I think.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, story 3 was by far my favorite arc. So
Cool. All right. This book I've been looking forward to, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. So this is Joe Casey, Dan McDane, Kneel Before Zod #1. Kneel Before Zod. Snoochie Boochies. Um so, uh so this book takes place on New Kandor, right? Because Zod has created a new Kandor, much like how Superman at one point made a new Krypton. Okay.
okay,
Zod is losing his lever loving mind. He is seeing phantom versions of Jor-El. He is like arguing with him. He even tries to blast him with his eye beams because he had on this planet they have a yellow sun, so he is supercharged. Ursa's pregnant. They're building this new world under their regime. Their son um comes over, and they like him and Druzod get into a fight. Um, he sends his son off. He just calls him pathetic, like bitch slaps him, um, and basically exiles him uh, to the rest of the planet. And Ursa's like, "Why did you do that?" or sorry, he actually puts him in a spaceship and shoots him off into space. Um, and she's like, "Why did you do that?" And he's like, "Well, I all the Zod children, all the Zod men have to go and do this. This is how we find ourselves and become the ruthless leaders we become." And they show a like they're in the middle of this, and like all of a sudden like these aliens try to invade. Zod goes over and literally rips them in half. It is like the coolest beat them up scene I've seen in a DC book in a really freaking long time. Um, then they like that's pretty much where it ends. Like they have one of them. They're trying to um interrogate him for a bit. The art in this book is fan freaking tastic. Um, I'm giving this book. Oh man. So Zod would be, in my opinion, like a meat lover's omelet with triple meat.
huh.
Uh, uh, Slightly outdated orange juice. Um, and that's it. Or if you want to go the other way, this is a good thing though, because it's Zod, a glass of water and a piece of toast. Because he's that kind of guy. He's that kind of D-bag. I love it. So anyway, I love it. Zod, it was great. It was very good. I'm very looking forward to the rest of this. It's very like trying to set up the Super Sons, but the bad side, which is cool.
Okay.
So yeah. All right, I'm gonna flip to your book. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. All right. We got the Fall of the House of X. What we've all been kind of waiting for here as X-Men fans of the current regime. Um, a book starts off with Cyclops having a dream, kind of very similar to the animated series where he gets kind of dragged through the town, the one town, and he can't use his eye beams and stuff. He's just tied up and being led by a sheriff, and it looks like the old west type deal. It's he's saying this is a dream, but it feels real, and then it kind of transitions into the real world where he is on trial because the world hates mutants, blah 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 blah, the usual, just dialed up to 11. While this is going on, Wolvie and Cyclops are beating up a bunch of security guards, policemen, whatever you want to call soldiers, in the sewer, part of a rescue operation to rescue Cyclops uh, before the trial. As this is going on, Psyche gets to talk to Dr. Gregor and the Omega Sentinel. They get into this deep discussion on comparing their losses because, of course, Jean has passed. And, of course, Dr. Geiger lost her husband very early on in the House of X series before. So it's very emotional because it's very deep as well. So I kind of enjoyed that part. While this is as this is going on, Xavier contacts Rasputin, who is part of the rescue op, but she abandons the rescue op to go get Xavier in Krakoa. The trial is starting. It's it's kind of like all the cameras on Psych, and all the X-Men enemies are toasting champagne and going, "Yay, yay! Mutants are no more mutants." Blah blah. The usual hatred as this is going on. Nimrod gets sent to destroy the rest, what's left of Krakoa. Literally the island. So he tries, like, he even says hey tree, I'd like to tell you that this is gonna hurt, but I don't like to lie. And before he goes, Krakoa spits out this big thing of sap, ember, and disables Nimrod, and then runs away and dives into the ocean. Meanwhile, like, all the other mutants around the world are kind of getting ready for this retaliation against all the government and all these anti-mutant people with power. Also, apparently, Polaris gets the Brood in space to come and ally with the mutants. This is going to be a fun series, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to give this all the fixins here. I'm getting 2 Jimmy Dean sausage patties, some nice solid strips of bacon there. I'll give it to John. Has seen this, some of you have not. Some full-on breakfast casserole, which is eggs, cheese, sausage bits, and bacon bits mixed in too. We're just gonna slap that sucker on top of all of it. And then to top it off, it's
like a giant breakfast omelet, just like a stew omelet. It's great.
It's in a crock pot, so it's a whole crock pot of this.
Yeah.
This is what the Fall of X event is going to be for X-Men, and I can't wait for it. So
does sound awesome. I just love that Colossus still has the goatee and the beard.
Oh yeah, and the interaction between him and Wolvie is hilarious. By the way,
that's awesome
as usual. Yeah.
All right, my last book is Spider-Woman #2. Spider-Woman #1, Gang War, also came out in the last couple weeks while we were out. It was also very good. This book is probably the best interior art I've seen in a book on the New Wall in a long time. That's been not super 90s looking, not super 2000s looking, not super anime looking. It just looks like good comic art. So the creative team, trying to find it, is Steve Fox, Carola Borelli, and Arif Prianto. Um, so, uh, so New York's busted up into different gang sections as the gang war goes on. This section all takes place in Diamondback section. When Diamondback is starting to work for Hydra to sell his Diamondback drugs, Hydra hooked him up with the Green Mamba, who's a just green, almost like Iron Man suit style dude with pheromone powers. Um, Jessica Drew. They've also stolen Jessica's baby. Um, so Jessica takes some Diamond back to Nightshade to see if she can figure out what's in it. Nightshade helps her out. There's a point like in the first issue where she goes back to her apartment and like Carol shows up, and it's just very interesting. So Jessica goes undercover into Diamondback's tower as like a new hire with a blonde like wig on, and tries to do some espionage, and um it's a very kind of interesting, like she's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do this thing. Oh, all I need is a vent. Oh, there's a vent. Cool. Pops in. Hydra everywhere. um she then kicks a whole lot of Hydra butt, um and tries to catch Diamondback and everybody, but Green Mamba uses his pheromones to counteract her pheromones, and she falls from the helicopter. Um, I like where this is going. I'm not like reading the main gang war, but I love a good Spider-Woman story. Um, the first issue was very good. Like the whole they took her baby type thing was pretty cool. Um, and I'm just really enjoying it. Like I like the last Spider-Woman run. I like this one a lot. Um, I'm gonna give this one we'll go with green eggs and ham in honor of Hydra. Um and there's a really funny moment in the first issue where she goes to her apartment and Carol says that she can see her roots growing out, and that's how she knows she's been busy. And I either forgot or didn't know that Spider-Woman's actually a blonde. So but it was very good. Definitely check this book out if you're into Spider-Woman. Check it out if you're reading Gang War. I was talking with Tim Cope today, and he really enjoyed it as well. He even bought the variant. So
I'm shocked. Tim Cook buying a variant.
right.
All right. That's my last book. Critical Role Tales of, I want to say there's that Extendria? The
Exandria.
Exandria
Artigan.
Artigan.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to mispronounce because my pronunciation is still
Exandria
bad.
Artigan. Yes.
Yep. Well, this starts out kind of like a Artigan is doing this evangelical shtick on the beach in front of a bunch of humans.
Okay.
And it's a giant joke because they're like, here's the God we worship. And he pulls out of the ocean and the beach a dead whale, a rotting dead whale. And he has these humans like worshiping it. And that's the start of this book. And then it flashes forward to him laughing about it because he does this and him getting yelled at because apparently he's on trial because of this. He got banned from the mortal plane because of this. So
Okay.
he's on trial with his, I guess they would be his superiors. And they're like, take this seriously. And he's like, no, I find this hilarious. This is great. And they're like, your pranks have caused so much trouble in the mortal realm, that it's coming back on us. And they're like, we're gonna have to punish you, this and that, if you don't start taking it seriously. And as they're doing that, he uh does a whole David Copperfield trick with the handcuffs and tries to escape artist, and they overpower him, and then they continue on with the trial with him kind of paralyzed. Uh, it seems like a typical Critical Role Matt Mercer humor, where you're kind of dealing with if D&D was in the real world, how would this handle?
Hmm.
You know,
My only question is the interior art as bad as the cover art?
uh, it's not bad. I
Because
want
like
to say
look at this lazy eye. Like it's like they're having a stroke, right? And
no, the
or
eye's
like
not that bad.
or
It's
like or Bell's palsy. Considering I've had Bell's palsy, I can make that joke. Um and my eye looked like that. So that's why I'm asking if this character's
no,
having a
the
stroke.
interior art's not bad. It's very like very D&D like design, like the art design, for, like the
Okay.
cartoony side of D&D, if you get my drift.
Right.
Or unglued in magic terms. Very unglued kind of art.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
bad. The
I
art's
got it.
not bad. I'm kind of interested because I do enjoy Critical Role. I do enjoy the uh Amazon Prime series of Critical Role because I think it's awesome.
Mhm.
Um, it's just interesting to see like a basically a side limited series of a side character
Right.
uh getting in trouble for doing stupid things. So like how you
Hmm.
play D&D, where one of your players does something stupid and then the rest of the party has to save your ass.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's basically how this is starting out. I give this solid scrambled eggs, give you a couple pieces of bacon, maybe a bagel, nothing exciting because it's only the start, but if they do it right, this could be pretty cool.
Word. Sorry, I'm just confirming a judge for Wednesday.
Okay.
Sweet. So tentatively, uh, uh oh no, she's saying we're good. So on our stage presence judge will be the one, the only Sora Song.
There you go. Awesome.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I think this one's gonna be good. So all right. Okay, nothing else in the chat. Jeez. Oh, okay. Nobody nobody cares.
Get, oh,
Nobody
getting back into the
cares.
groove. It's the first
Nobody
one of the
cares. It's
year.
probably just Grant or Marvin watching. Not both at the same time anymore.
uh,
Or or it could be Ron. Could be Ron. Who knows? Um no, it's a good time. So yes, we got like 5 minutes left. I don't really think I have anything else cool.
well,
Um
I was gonna say, what are you looking forward to for the coming year? How about that?
well, um we've already surpassed the time or last year that I lost someone, so I'm already in a good point. I'm 1 day and a half past that. So
Jeez. Ooh.
sorry. Um no, what I'm looking forward to in all honesty is I'm looking forward to just getting like so my resolution this year is to try to not let work things grump me out so hard, and to take some more time to talk to customers more, because sometimes I get very focused on my laptop and or sunk into emails, and I don't go and talk to customers. And um Because like, don't get me wrong, like there are other people at the store who are on the staff that are doing that job. Like it's not, I'm not just ignoring everyone. Um, but I personally would like to meet some new customers and reconnect with some of our old customers I haven't seen in a while, especially some Magic guys I haven't played with in a while, or seen in a while because they had like kids or moved or whatever. Like I want to. That's what I want to do. That's my resolution for this year is to my work resolution this year is to do that,
Okay.
and to not let Todd get on my like. I have to start my clean slate. He's got 12 months to get under my nerves. So it'll be all right.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say I'll go with I'm going to try to not get worked up in general. Like let things go the best I can, especially after the last couple years. And I think most people who know me know why I get worked up. Um, but I do have to control it. I do have to try to be more adult about things, and I'm going to try my best to do that. Now on a side thing, I think this year I want to do my very first cosplay, like a
Mhm.
solid cosplay, not, oh, I put on a Halloween costume and that counts. No, like legit spend the whole day, like cosplayed as a character, take pictures with people, do the normal thing that every other cosplay member of the cosplay community does. And I am putting it out there. I'm already on all the Facebooks and the Instagram stuff, but I'll just put it out here on YouTube or Spotify and all the other places you can list. If anybody like has any tips or anything, I am more than willing to listen because I'm still learning on proper protocol, stuff like that, making sure I don't get myself into trouble because I don't understand a rule or all that kind of jazz. Because I know there has to be some unwritten rules that we all have to follow in any community.
Mhm.
So, I definitely don't want to step on toes, even though we do interact with a lot of the cosplay community. But I know within the last, 3 or 4 months, it has not been uh, the most
Let's just
stable.
say there's been some
There's
the
been
end
a
of
lot
the
of
year.
change.
We'll just say like the last year there was a lot of drama. But as I've told multiple cosplay groups as I'm bringing them into the show and lining them up. Three Rivers Comic Con and New Dimension Comics are the Switzerland of Pittsburgh cosplay. You come and hang out. You don't give us drama. You don't like nobody's shitty to each other. Just be part of the community. Have fun. That's what it's about. Maybe do some charity work, but just hang out. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all. So
yeah. So yeah, that's about it. That's I'm also looking forward to Deadpool 3. Like, please, like have let's start off the new year with a positive Marvel movie that
yeah,
I don't want to hear one gatekeeping piece of garbage say something about it. I want something positive out of it.
mm,
I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping. I mean, I have no doubt Ryan Reynolds is going to do his best to make it the most wacky Deadpool movie ever. I have no doubt that's going to be
it's
that.
fair. It's fair.
And we all love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody's going to argue with that. So I just wanted a solid movie that we could follow within reason because
Time travel,
time
dimension hopping.
travel and let's make a little bit of
You know what?
sense.
I really want it. I think it's going to be very Deadpool core.
Yeah.
Um, but I just really, I literally want page flips to happen over the screen when they go scene to scene.
Yes.
I really just
Yes.
want that. Like, that would just be the funniest fucking thing to be like, oh, this is a comic book Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so people can get over their whole hatred of She-Hulk for breaking the fourth wall or whatever. But anyway, sorry, I'm trying to be more positive this year. Um,
I understand. Me too.
all
Well,
right.
here, this is
You just
here.
need no. You just need to stay off political TikTok, and you'll be fine. You will be
I
100% fine. So,
It's hard.
um,
It's hard.
so
Especially during a election year.
it's all good. So,
Although I did watch a nice relaxing comic book movie that
yeah.
I'm pretty sure most people would agree with me is a very underrated comic book movie. Sky High.
Oh, I love that movie. I haven't seen
I
it in years, but
know.
it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was on Disney Plus, and I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. Let's see how it's
Oh,
aged. And I'm like, it's not
okay.
bad.
Okay. I will one up you, sir. This is
Okay.
the show people need to watch if they have Paramount Plus. Okay. It is called Geddy Lee, Our Bass Players Human 2. So Geddy Lee
Wow.
of Rush, like the best part is the intro because it's animated and he's like in his white and black baseball tee and he's like I've played in Rush for for like 50 years. He's like I'm also an avid bird watcher and like a baseball aficionado. And he's like I'm a nerd. And then all of a sudden nerd shows up on his shirt. So for 4 episodes. They're about a half hour each. They're awesome. He basically hops to 4 different bass players' houses that are friends of his or people that he've always wanted to meet. So the very first episode, he goes to Rancho Relaxo with Les Claypool. So where you find out that Les Claypool is basically a giant redneck, which is awesome and totally cool. He also owns a winery, which they nerded out about. They went to like the Pachyderm bass shop, like the dudes who make his bass. Like it's like this little barn. These 2 people just make all those basses for him. Um, and then he goes to Rob Tadrillo's house from Metallica, which was cool because he goes to like a skate park and he goes surfing for the first time, and that's kind of cool. And then they go to Maria. I forget her last name. It's very French. She was the bass player in Hole and then in Smashing Pumpkins. Um, and that was kind of neat because she's like really into like spiritual stuff and like New Englandy witchcrafty type stuff, sort
Okay.
of. It was very, very interesting to check out. And then the last one is he goes to Chris Novosek, the bass player from Nirvana. He goes to his farm, like with him and his wife and stuff. So it is awesome. It is just hilarious. Because he's such a freaking nerd. Like
Nice.
so
Nice.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about it. Um, yeah, everybody. We're back. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Like I said, we might be running a little late on a couple weeks, but we should be good. Um, I don't foresee any weeks. Oh, there you go. Manny with the Melissa Ofdermar. Aldemar. Well, I don't know. It's very French. Uh she's Canadian. So
Okay. That'll do
but
it.
it's very cool. So all right, we'll see everybody next week. Thanks for watching and go support your local comic shop. Doesn't have to be us, but needs to be somebody.
Yep.
All right.